With that being said, the Nietas were unstoppable. They had their own lingo. They had their own language. Spanish from PR. You couldn't understand it. It was different. New Yorkers didn't even speak like them. We had to get accustomed to the way they spoke. In every house, there was a dude named Ponce who ran the first of the floor, they call it, primero el pueblo, the first of the city, whatever you want to translate that to. You probably look at him and be like, he's a bird. Yeah, you're probably right. He probably was a bird. Some feel Alpo was a bird, but he would still kill you and he could still get you killed. That was the primero del pueblo from the Nietas. Believe that. So, as they got deeper and deeper, the war broke out. The beef wasn't ours. I don't care what you hear from these dudes, these blood gang members, Crips, whatever gang you hear it from. They don't know because they wasn't on our side. They just telling you what they want you to believe so you could cash app them and they could profit off of you, like KRS once said. We keep robbing our own people. That's what all that was about. Did you donate to them? I'm pretty sure you did. You got. Now check this out. The whole shit is a fairy tale. I'm sorry to tell you, bro. How could you be oppressed when you was in the box for 15 years? You wasn't even in population. You didn't even know what the fuck was going on. You feel me? But you don't think for yourself. So I'm going to explain to you the truth. So as the Nietas get big, you got the real oppressor that was running around robbing everybody. Understand, if you a blood from today or whatever, I'm not talking about you. I love you. I fuck with mad bloods. They're my friends to today. But the ones that are from the 90s, not all of them was like that. But a vast majority in the beginning, they wanted everything. They wanted to rob everybody and anything that came through. Kings was not having that. They were robbing poor Spanish dudes that didn't know no English, my dude. Like, just got to this country, got locked up. Yo, you got to take those off. That shit can get anybody tight. The thing is that when people start doing to you what you did to them, now you have a problem. It's oppression, right? Well, let me tell you why the kings started. They started because they were being oppressed. By who? By blacks. So the story is the same, right? The pain is the same. We all suffer the same. The people are different. But they're all the same, bro. So why you think the king started, if you ask them? Or we was being oppressed by blacks in the prison? Or you think Luis Felipe just did that because he hated black people? No. He's not light-skinned himself, bro. If slavery was out, he's a slave. In fact, he comes from a country where his people are enslaved by Fidel Castro, Cuba, all them people and all that's going on over there. I know he's dead. Good for him. But it's the same thing. It's like he's alive. It got worse. So with that being said, the Nietas get big. The war breaks out. It's not our war, but we helping them. Because if you're Latin king, then you represent your people, right? But at this point, we got a lot of black friends. One of the most nation or gangs that blacks actually get along with in the prison system or on Rikers is kings. So everybody talked all this shit before. Meanwhile, the kings and the bloods were on the island like this, kissing, like if they were boyfriend and girlfriend. Facts. I never lie to you. This was dumb, and this is still dumb outside, because I'm outside. And every time I see a blood, they probably watching and they're going to laugh. This is the blood. Yo, what up, Five? What up, homie? What's popping? What up, bro? What up, Five? What's popping? Oh, let's go. And they together all over the place. Because this is New York City. So wherever you from, and I do that respectfully. I don't want nobody. It's a joke. So anyway, wherever you from, that's where you from if y'all don't do that. We not where you from. This is New York. You feel me? Like, you bugged out. Like, some of these dudes we grew up with. Like, you didn't hear my stories, right? Like, now, of course, we went to war with some bloods, and that's when it's on gang time. You know, a lot of them. I put a lot of them in the hospital. I put a lot of them in the infirmary room. Everybody knows that, right? And I have no regrets about it. I'll do it again if I have to, right? Because it's anything for the crown. But today and in those times, we still have friends. There was our peoples. That wasn't on it like that. You not violating. You good money. We good. So to every action, there's a reaction. And there was a lot of action trying to be played back then. So vice versa. So when the numbers were big, yeah, then people started doing to them what was done to them. And the pain is the same. And hurt people hurt people. But don't ever mistake in this. This is a lie that the Nietas broke up and stopped because the Bloods aired them out and took them out the jails and disappeared them in New York. That's a lie, my dude. What happened was at the same time while the war broke out, when the building where I was at, we was like, that's none of our business. At that time, we stopped rolling with them like that. Like my cousin, whatever, right? We was riding the 5 because the peace treaty. Right? Since you must know. What are you, a gang specialist? You better send me $30,000 cash out for this story. So anyway. Y'all niggas don't even send 5 cents. You're going to send $30,000. So with that being said, they sent a letter from Puerto Rico. La asociación nietan me la apagan. Pop, it gets shut down today. So when the order comes in by the big dogs that started it, that doesn't mean that they were scared of a gang. That means they were given an order and they were always following their stuff. It probably made it easier because you know what? They were getting rocked. Like I'll be standing there and it's like, oh, this son just cut him. And I would feel bad. So a lot of times I couldn't just stand there. Even though we had the peace treaty, I was grabbing you by your neck real quick. Like, boom, yo, chill, son. That's it. You feel me? Because we were for inmates, for all inmates, right? And our rules were not the same as Nietas. But, again, I want to clarify this. We're not glorifying. We're just telling a story in hopes that you don't end up like us. But I was still repping something that said my crown symbolizes my people, Latinos, amor del rey. And that's a Latino. So I don't give a fuck what happened. You're not going to kill him in front of me. You hit him, boom, that's it. It's over. Go to your room. Facts. So, they didn't disappear them. The letter came to dead the Nietas, and that's what really happened. That is a fact story. Whoever's listening now, there's Nietas saying that's a fact. They didn't lose no war. Were they being being pushed on where they almost, you could see like, oh, they losing this. Kind of, sort of, their numbers were still up so high. They could have, listen, the biggest bird in the world will body you. So it don't take a lot. So I can't really say. I could call it out for certain buildings. In certain buildings I went to, these weren't getting that busy. But then you go to another building and it's like, holy snap, these are gorillas. Like it's different type of dudes everywhere. The same way you go some places and like these dudes were saying that the Crips were signing in and all that. I seen that, right? When they was I get people trying to put down other gangs. The internet, that's what you want to do on the internet. That's cool, right? But then if you're going to do that, you got to say facts. You got to come with facts. Because, yeah, the Crips were hiding and denying that they was Crip, right? But the Bloods were hiding and denying that you was Blood too. Facts. They put you in a king house. You wasn't saying you was Blood. Facts. So I don't care who you are, you can stop that, right? Now, don't get it twisted. Some people came in like I would. You king? Yeah, I'm king. I'm coming in. That happened with me and Aunt. I wound up in 9B. I was in Aunt's house. But Aunt got along with me as soon as I came in. I'm little like Aunt. You know what I'm saying? Aunt is a monster. I'm thinking I'm a gorilla. You feel me? So it was all love. That's how I met Aunt in 9B in the Beacon. This was like 95, 96. Tone was there. Tone was there for one day because he had to pack up and go. Facts. King Tone. He was out of there. Facts. Like Flash. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that. Those are just facts, bro. I'm never going to lie to you. That's your cousin, Tommy. That's not me. So, the Crips, they were super outnumbered, and everywhere they went, they were getting smashed on. There was even some other gangs that were smashed on them when they put them in the other pen. Even Outlaws, everybody was at them, so it wasn't just BDs. Everybody was trying to get at them because he'll have his boy, and everybody want to jump for their boy, but then come home and be like, I was neutral. I didn't get down with nothing, thinking you a gorilla. You stunting. You was running every day with Bloods. You was running every day with Kings. So that's how you lived, homie. Because when shit hit the fan, you was going to get it too. Neutral or not. You know how many neutrals I used to see with the ops? And I'm like, he going to get it. When we was all banging like that, like, come on, let's keep it a stack. You can't down the Crips now and be like, oh, they was hiding. My dude, if you was Blood, y'all was hiding too from us. So let's keep it a stack. Nobody could put down nobody. The same way you being Blood, right? To put it fair, in all fairness, because I'm a fair dude, you could say some Kings were hiding from us and denying it too. And I don't put a pass to it. I seen it happen. We have to deal with some dudes that did it. So it happened in every nation, in every gang. There's no big I's and little U's over here. Right? When the pain is the same. We all went through something that was dramatical, tragedy, something that probably shouldn't be taking place never in life. Amongst men, amongst human beings. Supposedly God's children, your higher power states that I'm your brother. But if you a racist black dude, right? You don't look at me as your brother. You like, fuck that, nigga. You ain't black, right? And I could look at you and think that you're not black enough. That you're black only when when you think it's cool to be black. You get it? Like when you podcasting and you feel like you could talk about hip hop. Because you think it belongs to just you. Because you're black. Right? Like we could go all day with it. But again. The wound is the same. We hurting each other with words. Or the way we act even on here. You feel me? You wait for somebody to say something. They say the smallest of things. And you misinterpret it. And you run with it. Oftentimes people jump in the comment section. And they don't even watch the whole video. They just listen to a little sentence, go comment. Boom, motherfucker, who you think you are, boo? And then the same people, I seen them come back to my comment section and say, yo, I apologize, my dude. I watched the rest of the video, my bad. And in the back of my head, I hear, bro, congratulations. You played yourself. But yeah, that's how that happened there, man. I just wish the best for everybody. Just sometimes when I see some of these shows and I see a dude and this is how we train him. Yo, the bro just came home from prison. Yo, you want to make money? You can start a YouTube channel. Talk about your story in prison, right? Cool. Do you know we open the doors for people to do that? A lot of us that been here. And you teaching them the wrong way. You teaching them come and talk about the ops. Talk about who you put in the hospital. Immediately, people don't like him. They front and they just like his story real quick, right? But there's a killer somewhere that was down with whatever he was doing, and he don't be on YouTube. Nah, he don't even have a phone. He be like, yo, boy, let me see that. Who's that? Oh, word? Send me a screenshot to my email. Or he'll take a photographic memory. And he wakes up for breakfast. He eats, shits, sleeps, dreams, whatever gang he's involved in. That's all he thinks about. And he can't wait to see you. Just off of what you said on the internet. Some of us are sicker than others. So, to show people how to come on here and who could be the biggest gorilla, that's what it's kind of sort of turning into. And at times, I'll be like, I don't even feel like doing this no more because I see dudes talking that, and I'm not dissing nobody or saying everybody, I'm saying in general, bro, because there's a bunch of them. Like, bro, you don't even live here in New York. You moved, and now you're talking super greasy. You're never coming back. You don't report to no blood gang. You don't even know kings if you're a king. You don't even be around no bloods. You don't even be around kings. You don't even be around Crips. Like, you was a gang member. You're not active at all. You're not even a little bit active. Like, you see them and you across the street. And if you say something to them, you're in another town. They don't know where you live at. You're not reporting tomorrow. You're not none of that. And I could tell. A dude that's outside could tell, bro. Because you know why? You would not be talking like that if you was reporting or if you was even going around no real right any gang members. Because they would have sent you on the next thing smoking. Because real gang don't talk about none of that shit. We could tell stories like what I just said when we was on the island. Where some of these cats are on here talking about who's the leader right now, who they PayPaling money to in the jail, the messages that the leader's giving from the jail. They don't even got to go nowhere, bro. The case is right here. The indictment is already made. All they got to do is hand it to the officer's hand. That's all they're waiting for. The right officer here. Officer Polisky, yeah. These indictments been ready for already a year and some change. We just added 137 more. Pick them up. The YouTube social media gang indictment. It's called cyberbanging, you idiot. I don't know who told you that gang banging on the internet was legal. It's legal in New York. It's illegal in Chicago, right? Like, my dude, you're weird. That's a